Tesla is a massive company. Everyone has heard of Tesla. And there's also this company called Palantir. I don't know if you've already heard of them, but they are being spoken about more and more as time goes on. Some sources have actually gone as far as saying that Palantir is the new Tesla. Now, I'm not sure about that, but I do think there are definitely some similarities between Tesla and Palantir. Perhaps because of the leadership of both companies. It's definitely not that they sell the same products or do the same thing by any means, but there does seem to be some similarities there. So that's what I wanted to speak about today. Okay, so the first big similarity, in my opinion, between these two big companies is that they put such little effort, time and money into their marketing and advertisement. You probably already know that Tesla don't really do the traditional marketing strategies that you see on many of these big companies. They don't really tend to have TV advertisements or big banners out or ads in magazines. They don't really do anything like that. Instead, Tesla really rely on word of mouth. They really believe in their products and they believe that their cars will be able to speak for themselves. They focus on putting a good product out there and then let the people that buy that product do the advertising for them through word of mouth. What Tesla have been so smart in doing is that they've really focused on building up a loyal fan base. Now, Tesla fans are quite hardcore and they really believe in Tesla as a company and as a stock. And because of that, they do the advertising for Tesla. Tesla don't really put any time and money into traditional marketing. Instead, they let their products talk for them. And one thing that they do that is perhaps more 21st century and not traditional advertisement is they use Twitter a lot. Elon Musk uses his Twitter account really smartly and definitely does some things on Twitter that pushes the brand out even more. You could say that Palantir are quite similar in this sense. They don't really do traditional marketing and instead rely on word of mouth as well. Now, of course, this could be because of the products and services that that company actually offer, and maybe general advertisement wouldn't really fit with what they're trying to sell. But still, there's definitely a similarity to be found there. I think the really important thing here is that both Tesla and Palantir don't put time and effort into marketing like other companies do, and they instead put that time and money and focus into innovation and growth of their companies. They are trying to focus on the product solely, the product and the customer, and making that as best as it possibly can be and letting that speak for itself. I think just a quick thing to add to this point that is slightly different but definitely connected is that these two companies and their leaders don't tend to really care about their stock prices too much. Well, as much as they can not care about them, that is. Okay, the next similarity that we have between these two companies is that they're very disruptive. And they are companies that have been quite misunderstood, especially initially. And with this comes little to no competition for them. Tesla and Elon Musk are, what's the word? Revolutionary and disruptive, and especially in the early days of Tesla and the whole upcoming of EVs in general was quite misunderstood and people didn't really understand, and especially didn't understand in the long-term potential of electric vehicles. But Elon Musk and the team of Tesla, of course, did understand this. And I think it's important to note that when you're one of a kind and you're leading in an industry and in a sector, then you don't really have much competition and you're kind of out there alone. And it's up to people to really see that value for themselves, because initially you're not going to have loads of support. People aren't going to be buying your stock. So until you've really made it, for better words, you do need to prove yourself. And that's exactly what we've seen from Tesla and Elon Musk. And Palantir could be the same in this aspect. They are changing the way that big data is used and analysed. A bit like what Tesla were doing with electric vehicles not so long ago. They are now changing the industry and changing the sector and really revolutionising things. So again, Palantir could be a sector disruptor. Let me know your thoughts on this below in the comments section. So I think the next similarity to really discuss here is the leaders of these companies. So Elon Musk and Alex Karp. You could easily argue that both of these men are visionary leaders. They are both extremely mission dedicated. They believe in what they're doing and they have believed in it for decades and have been working on it for decades and continue to do so. They seriously believe that what they are doing will impact and change the world for the better. Elon Musk, if you didn't know, was one of the co-founders of PayPal, and so was this guy called Peter Thiel. Now, after PayPal, Elon Musk went off and did all of his things with Tesla and all the other companies he's involved with today, and Peter Thiel, on the other hand, founded this company called Palantir. And he did that after 9/11, and he wanted just to use big data analysis to really help people and help the governments and, you know, all the good things like that. And although Palantir is now CEO'd by Alex Karp, Peter Thiel is also very much involved and still sits as the chairman of the company. Basically, the link that I'm trying to make here is both of these companies have very strong missions, and they are led by a team of people who really believe in these missions and will do things in very novel ways and very new ways in order to make it work. Right, now let's talk about the share price. Clearly, Tesla currently has the largest share price of the two companies. Right now, as we can see, Tesla is sitting at $1,017 US or roundabout, whereas Palantir is sitting at $18.94. So there is a big difference between these two companies. But I think the important thing to say here is that Tesla was really trading sideways right up until they got a big break in 2020, and then the stock price just shot up. Could this be the same for Palantir? People are saying that that may happen as well, as they're currently side trading just like we saw with Tesla before its big breakout. Now, Tesla went public in 2010, all the way back here, and you can just see, look how much they side traded. They had some little increases, but they really did stay quite low in terms of share price right up until 2020, and then they just went crazy and saw like a 700% increase in a very short amount of time. When we look at Palantir, on the other hand, they have not been public for very long at all. They have been public since 2020. So I'm shooting this on the 13th of December 2021, so not very much time whatsoever. So it could be that over the next few years they continue to trade sideways and then they have a big break like Tesla. This is obviously all speculation, but could it be possible? Do let me know what you think in the comments below. And I guess this really leads on to the question of, is Palantir an undervalued company, just as Tesla was in the past and perhaps even still is? And could they see this break coming for them in the future? I'm not saying that Palantir is remotely similar to Tesla. I'm not saying that they're the new Tesla. I'm just drawing some similarities between the two. If you want me to do this type of video with any other two companies, let me know in the comments below, or perhaps I could do the same companies, Palantir and Tesla, but look at the differences between these two companies. If that's something you want, let me know too. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.